All right, guys, I'm going to jump straight into this. So I'm using the Bioderma to remove my eye makeup off my face. And keep in mind, I still have like all my foundation and contour and all that stuff on. I just might end up just doing a little bit of retouches later on. I'm just switching from one look to another. Next, I'm using the Lancome's Teint and 500 Warm. And I'm going to place it on a palette so that way I can, you know, dip and dab from there. So that way I'm not putting too much on. And then after that, I'm going to check my eye, make sure there's not oily or anything like that. And then I'm going to put some on my eye to cancel out any darkness. To basically kind of give my eyelid a kind of like an even tone. And also, I didn't use any primer or anything like that. I'm kind of practicing without having to use a primer, and it came out pretty good, actually. And then here I got some water, and I'm going to spray a little teeny beauty blender or beauty, whatever you want to call it, to blend out the foundation that is on my eye, to make sure there's no creasing or anything like that. Make sure it's all nice and even before I put on some eyeshadow. Now I have the new Juvias Place Berries Mini Palette. Guys, this one is the bomb, y'all. It is really pretty. I could not wait to get my hands on this. So shout out to Juvias Place for sending me these to try out. So now I'm placing that pretty pink color on my lid as a base color. It's really, really pretty, guys. I'm pretty sure I can imagine, like, if I was to use a primer, I can imagine like how bright it will be, but I've been trying to play with my eyeshadows without having to use a primer. So I'm just blending, making sure there's no harsh lines or anything like that. And you can tell that I also switch brushes. So this brush I'm actually using right now, I don't have anything on there, so I'm just using a empty brush to blend out any harsh lines. And I'm checking to make sure they look decent. I kind of said I wanted a wild look. I always end up doing my eyeshadows extra wild. So I'm just taking a little bit more color and just blending it out, buffing it out. And guys, bear with me too. This is like my first voiceover. I hope I'm doing okay. Because I'm trying not to have too many little quiet spots in here. So now oh my god, guys, I'm taking this pretty ass color. This is so pretty. And remind you, I have no primer on my eye. So imagine if you use the primer with these shimmers. That shimmer is so pretty. Like, I actually want to do another look just to use that color again. It is really, really pretty. So I'm taking that and I'm putting it on my lid. Sorry, I keep going in and out and you kind of can't really see. So then I'm taking a little eyeshadow. I forgot the name of the freaking thing. I showed you. I'm gonna put it down, link in below. It kind of showed really fast. I think it's like Mona Vera, something like that, to kind of switch out my colors. Now I'm taking the dark color here with a angled brush to do a liner on my eye. I'm not really good with doing wings and liners with like liquids or really creams, but I've noticed I can do pretty decent with an eyeshadow. So I've been playing with that. I'm actually really liking it. I had originally also used a different color. I used a color that was a little lighter than that and it wasn't showing up, so I had to edit that out and switch to only show the dark color that I'm using. And I'm sorry if you can't really see. I need to work on kind of like when I get close to do stuff like this to kind of make sure my face is in the camera. And now I'm taking the Juvias Place Nude Mini Palette and I am going to take this pretty gold shade and I am going to put it in the front of my eye to kind of brighten it up a little bit and kind of mix it together, give it like a pretty gradient effect in a way. I had noticed, I forgot, I remember seeing Jackiana do this with her own palette and then I didn't realize I had kind of like did the same thing she did and it was pretty when she did it. I think she used some pretty red color from her palette and then she used like a gold shade in the front and it was really pretty when it was kind of coming together. So that's what I kind of did for this one too. So now I'm just taking a little Max Fix Plus and I'm spraying it because it wasn't coming out the way I wanted to. So with me spraying that, it really gave me a really high pigmentation. As you can tell and look at my face, I'm like, damn, came out really pigmented. So if you guys want to use some sprays or whatever for these, like for some reason, like I said, that other shade, you don't even need a freaking spray. That came out cute, pretty, but it might have been because I used my finger. But since this corner is so tight, I couldn't really use my finger, so I had to spray Fix Plus on there to get it to come out a little more pigmented and not so sheer. And now I am taking, oh man, I forgot this freaking shade, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have everything linked down below, but it is the new Juvias Place complexion stick. I am going back underneath my eyes to kind of clean it up a little bit, because I'm sure I probably removed a little bit of makeup underneath my eye. Like I said, most of my makeup is still on my face. It's just I have to go back and kind of like clean up a couple things. And now I'm just taking the, I knew what this is. I'm taking the I believe I'm taking the Graftobian banana cream pie powder, and I'm placing a little bit under my eye. I don't bake, I don't do any of that, because my skin is already dry, so I don't really need to bake. That's too much, and it's gonna dry my face out. I think I used to only do it because it was a trend, but I'm starting to really figure out what products really work for my skin and how it works. So I just place a little bit to help with the creasing. And now I'm taking that same color that I used on my lid, like my whole lid, to go underneath my eye. And I'm just going back and forth, blending it out. And then now I'm taking Max Fix Plus again and kind of getting jiggy with it right there. I'm taking a Max Fix Plus, and I'm taking another shimmery color to go underneath. It's not a color I've already used either. It's a, I can't remember what color. They don't have any names on the minis. That's the only thing that's kind of hard. And I meant to show what I was using, but I am using one of the shimmers. It wasn't, I don't believe it was the same shimmer I used on my eye. It was a different one, the darker one. And now I'm taking the Marc Jacobs mascara and applying some on my eyelashes, guys. I have no damn eyelashes at all. I can't wait to start getting extensions because I don't have any. And I even mentioned it right there. I don't have no eyelashes. It sucks. So now I'm taking the NYX bronzer to kind of warm up my face a little bit. I'm not contouring or anything like that. I'm just going to warm up my face. So if you guys don't know the difference between contour and bronzing, for me, the definition for me is like a bronzer is typically for you to warm up your face, and then a contour is for you to really sculpt your face. So typically you go pretty deep. And now I'm taking, which I'm starting to fall in love with, which is the e.l.f.'s blush palette. It's in the dark. It's in the dark shade. And I'm taking one of the pinks in there. It is really, really nice. I'm actually probably gonna buy another one of these and put it in my kit for clients, because it's really inexpensive. I wanna say it was definitely no more than $10. And now I'm taking the Ellarie pencil from Colourpop, and I'm lining my lips. Well, I'm actually gonna use it as a lipstick first. I love this, guys. I love this pencil. I hope they don't ever discontinue this picture. They could discontinue anything else, but this is an OG pencil. I hope they don't ever get rid of it. All right, guys, so that's it. This is the final look. I hope you guys love it. And what I did do extra, I also did take the Fumi, the Juvias Place Fumi collab lip gloss, I believe is in the shade Fumi, and put it right on top of that Ellarie pencil. So guys, my final thoughts on these palettes is it's a yes. It's a hell yes. I mean, when it comes to Juvias Place, you can't really go wrong. So I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like and share and subscribe.